this is a high point of the evening. The moment when we present tonight's stars, not as characters in a play, but as two of Hollywood's supreme favorites, Jean Harlow and Robert Taylor.
Thank you, Mr. DeMille. I'm glad you said nothing about glamour in your introduction. If you had, I'm afraid I would have screamed.
Why don't you, glamour
Oh,
girl?
Taylor!
You scream almost as well as you scream.
A poor pun, Mr. DeMille.
Well, then may I have your autograph?
Bob is the one who does that. Just last week he visited his alma mater, the Pomona College. The co-eds almost tore him to pieces trying to get him to sign things.
Yeah. One girl couldn't find anything for me to sign except for examination paper. I was a little disappointed when I saw it was marked D in economics. However, you've been in Hollywood nearly 25 years, Mr. DeMille. What is it that turns nice, peaceful people into autograph hunters?
I've asked them that, Bob. The most sensible answer I ever received was from a young lady who said, I don't care about your autograph, Mr. DeMille. I just wanted to see what you look like.
Well, Hollywood is unique for a number of things besides autograph hunters. Out here, you can take life a lot easier. There's just as much hard work done in Hollywood as any other town. You drop into any place like the Brown Derby, you'll find half the girls in faultless evening dress and half in slacks and sweaters, but nobody feels ill at ease. If you're invited to someone's home for a 7 o'clock dinner, you arrive at 9 and you find you're early. But the only thing that really puts on a show in Hollywood is a hamburger sandwich, and they're served with pecans and walnuts, and, oh, well, this is a town that is also constantly bubbling over with new ideas. Hundreds of them come and go every week. But as far as keeping a lovely complexion is concerned, the actresses, including myself, have just one idea, and that's to use Lux toilet soap. Oh, and yes, Hollywood is probably the only town where a kiss is measured in feet. 5 feet of film for a peck and 85 feet for the real thing.
Now, the strangest kiss I've seen in pictures was that film the other day at Paramount. Marsha Hunt and Leif Erikson playing in College Holiday were the participants. And the scene of action was the bottom of a tank filled with 40,000 gallons of water.
Ducky, I call it.
Oh, that's worse than mine.
Well, Robert, any further remarks?
None, Jean, except my thanks to the Lux Radio Theatre for another swell evening.
And mine, too, Mr. DeMille. It really was a privilege to be here. Good night.
Good night, Jean.
Good night.
Good night, Bob.